Morning students. In the last lecture, I told you about the tenses and about the present indefinite tense. After that, today I am going to explain each and every part of the tense related to the present tense. Now the second topic is present continuous tense. In the present continuous tense, what actually happens that whatever the work we are presently doing is your present continuous tense. All these things comes in the present continuous tense. And how we are going to make or form the structure of the sentence according to the tense, I am going to write in front of you. In present continuous tense, all the structure is the same. In each and every tense, the structure is same. Only the helping verb as well as verb is going to change. प्रेजेंट में आप देख सकते हैं कोई भी टेंस हो उसमें सब्जेक्ट वर्ब ऑब्जेक्ट all these three things subject and object will be same in each and every sentence, but there will be a change in helping verb as well as in the verb. Now in the present continuous tense you can see that subject helping verb is MR, and after that verb with the ing part, and after that object. In the same way in the negative sentence you are going to use not, and in the interrogative sentence helping verb will come in the beginning of the sentence. Now I am going to give you some examples related to present continuous tense. First, affirmative. And second is negative. And after that, interrogative. तो यहाँ पर स्टूडेंट्स देख सकते हैं कि हेल्पिंग वर्ब यूज की जा रही है इज एम आर. कहाँ पर कब इस हेल्पिंग वर्ब का यूज होता है? यदि इफ देयर इज अ सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट then you will use is, and if I is coming in the sentence then you will have to use am, and after that if the subject is plural, then you are going to use are. So I am writing all these things here. Singular subject, helping verb will be is with I, am, and with plural subject. In this way, you are going to form present continuous tense. Now, तो स्टूडेंट स्टूडेंट्स आपने यहाँ पर देखा कि किस तरीके से आप प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस टेंस के सेंटेंस को फॉर्म करोगे। यहाँ पर पूरा का पूरा फॉर्मेट आपके सामने है। सब्जेक्ट इज एमआर, वर्ब के साथ आईएनजी, ऑब्जेक्ट इन द अफर्मेटिव सेंटेंस, एंड इन द नेगेटिव सेंटेंस सब्जेक्ट इज एमआर प्लस नॉट एज वेल एज वर्ब आईएनजी after that object. In the interrogative sentence, helping verb will come in the beginning, and after that subject and verb ing with the participle form, and after that object. Now the third part of the present tense is your present perfect tense. Students, in all the tenses you will have to confirm each and every form of the verb. I want to say that all the three forms of verb should be in your mind to form the tense or to form the sentence. It is a note for you that all the forms of the verb should be in your mind. Now, the third part of the present tense is your present perfect tense. Just now I told you that in each and every tense and in each and every sentence, subject and object will be same. There will be no change in the subject or object. Now, the format of the present perfect tense is subject, has, have, third form of verb, object in the affirmative sentence. Subject, has, have, no, third form of verb, object in the negative sentence. Has, have, subject, third form of verb, object, interrogative sentence. To understand the present perfect tense, I am giving you some examples. In the affirmative, the format of the present perfect tense is subject, has, a, third form of verb, and after that object. In the negative sentence, you will have to increase only not, and in the interrogative sentence, helping verb has and have will come in the beginning of the sentence. Given three examples for each and every format. He has written a short story. You can see here. I have used has and have. Why and where we are going to use has and have? Has will be used. You can write a note here. Has will be used for the singular subject, and have will be used for the plural subject. So I have completely given the format of the present perfect tense. After that, the fourth part of the present tense will be present perfect continuous tense. In the present perfect continuous tense, the format of the tenses is now in the present perfect continuous. You can see the format of the sentence is subject, after that has have, after that being, after that verb with ing, after that object, and after that since for, and after that time. In the negative sentence, not will be used after the helping verb. Subject has have, after that not, after that being, and after that verb with ing, after that object, after that since for, and after that time. In the same way, in the interrogative sentence, helping verb in the sentence will come in the beginning. You can see it from here. The format is given on the board for you. Now I am going to give you some examples related to the present perfect continuous tense, so that you can understand it easily, that why and where we are using the format, how and what kind of helping verb we are going to use in the present perfect continuous tense. And the second thing is this, that has will be used for the singular subject and have will be used for the plural subject. It was earlier told you in the present perfect tense that has is for the singular subject and have will be for the plural subject. Now you can see the examples. Now you can see the examples of the present perfect continuous tense according to the format. Each and every sentence is given according to the format. First format is given as a affirmative, and the first sentence is also affirmative. Second is negative. Second sentence is also negative, and third is interrogative. Third example is for the interrogative sentence. Now there is a problem for the students, that why and where we are using since or for in the sentence. So for this you will have to simply understand, if the time given in the sentence is going to become a plural, then you will have to use for. And if it is not going to become plural, then you will have to use since. I am giving you some time for you that what kind of time we are using since, and for what what we are using for the time. You can see here morning, evening, noon, long time, etc. All these times are not going to become plural for you. For that, we are using since. It is a very simple way to understand for you that when and where we are using since and for. And if the time which is going to become plural, you can see that 4 hours. Now this hour is becoming plural. 5 days. It is also plural. Week, year. All these times can become plural for you. And in this time, you are going to use for. It is a very simple way to understand for you that in the present perfect continuous tense, how you are using since and how you are using for. And the condition is very easy. If the time is becoming plural, then you will have to use for. And if the time is not going to become plural, then you will have to use since. So many examples are given to you, and many more are here. That like since 2005, this is also a time for you. Now, all the parts of the present tense are given in front of you, and I have explained each and every format for you related to the present tense. In all, there is a conclusion I am going to give you in a short, which is on the which I am going to write on the board. Students, I have seen that most of the students used to commit mistakes in the helping verb. So, in short, I am going to explain each and helping verb related to each and every part of the present tense. You can see that present tense is divided into 4 parts. First is indefinite. Second is continuous. Third is perfect. And fourth is perfect continuous. From this short conclusion, you can understand it very easily that what kind of helping verb you are going to use in the sentence and to make the format and to make the sentence. Subject and object will be same. I have earlier told you that subject and object will be same for each and every sentence. But there will be a change in the helping verb as well as in the verb for the each and every part of the tense. So you can see here that that is why I am just writing the helping verb as well as verb. What kind of helping verb is used in the indefinite and what kind of helping verb is used in the continuous, perfect and perfect continuous tense. You have just learned that does, do, helping verb will be used in the indefinite tense with the first form of verb. is a very simple format for you to understand each and every part of the present tense, indefinite, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous, that which helping verb we are going to use in these parts. You can see in the present indefinite we are using does, do. In the continuous we are using is, am, are. And in the perfect tense we are using has, have. And in the perfect continuous tense, students may commit mistake in this perfect and perfect continuous, but there is a change in the verb. Here we are using third form of verb, but in the present perfect continuous tense we are using verb with the ing form. So I have explained each and every part, and I have also given the simple format for you related to the present tense.